Finally, we are back for the 2018 riding season. The Hawk emerging from hibernation, ready to spring forth and make all our dreams come true this summer. Now, again, I've told you guys all of this before. This is northern Minnesota, and we just 4 days ago, and it's May 4th today, just 4 days ago, this lake finally opened up. This one happens to be by my house, so I wheeled the bike down here and wanted to see if we could get the Hawk to come alive on this spring day together, waking up from its slumber, ready for another full year of adventures. But before I get into that, I wanted to talk about a few things that I said I might do over the winter. And a couple of those things were changing this sprocket. And you can see I still have the nuts on here. I had to use Loctite on those last year. We were down to one. You really need to be using Loctite on these bikes everywhere. Anyway, we talked about changing that sprocket and this one up here to give it some more top end, and I didn't do it. I don't want to say I was too busy. It seemed like a really big project, and I like my Hawk how it is. You know, the Hawk isn't perfect. I'd like to get a new instrument cluster up here, but you know, it still works fine. I do still have a Selfie Stick 1.0 holster right here, but we're not even using that anymore. That's kind of just there as a tribute to the way things used to be. But anyway, I'm looking forward to a great year on the bike. A couple things. I'll show you this. This is a very interesting thing. This is a huge beaver lodge. Now, that lodge goes all the way over here. It's probably, I don't know how many beavers for how many years. It's massive. It could be 100 years old or more. It's huge. It takes up the whole area here, way back here where you can't see. But that's all the beaver lodge. And this is a private body of water. Right. Well, I own it. It's right in front of our house, and it's not quite big enough to be considered lakeshore, so I get the break on the property taxes. And as far as the tax man's concerned, I only am living on a rural piece of land. So that's great, because we do have you know, probably better than a mile of shoreline here, and there's a whole other part of this lake over there. Anyway, a little bit about me. You may have seen some pictures of this with me driving down my driveway. We have a little creek over here that feeds all of this. But the biggest point today was to bring the Hawk out of hibernation and bring it to life. So without further ado, I will tell you I did charge it a little bit. I have some fresh gas, and I just kind of drained the gas last autumn, and now I'm just going to, I put some gas in, I gave the battery a little charge, and I'm going to turn the key, turn the power on, and we'll just see what happens. And you know what, if it fails, that's fine. It's still a Friday night. It's beautiful out here, and we'll just enjoy ourselves just the same, even if this doesn't work. But I'm counting on you, Hawk. I know you'll spring to life and get ready for this exciting 2018 season. So without further ado, let's do that. Turn it to on. Turn that to on. Hit the... Oh, there it is. There it is. Listen to that. Listen to that, Hawk. Listen to that. The power coming out of that tailpipe. The Hawk, the Honda clone engine. It's always about the Hawk. Oh, I've got some dust. Got some dust on the crankcase there. We never, ever disrespect the Hawk by letting this get too dirty. We always try to keep the bike clean. Now, I'm kidding a bit about that, because actually last year when I put it away, look, I didn't even go through the trouble of of taking that off, so it needs a bit of a sprucing up. But we'll get to that this year. The biggest thing that I wanted to do today, though, is just bring the Hawk back to life. Let you guys get a look at it. I know I haven't posted anything in a long time. Did a couple videos over the winter where I was talking about paintings, and I talked a little bit about football. But now we're to summer, and we're getting back into the Hawk. The Hawk is going to be here to make our adventures fun, and we are going to have a great time this summer on the bike. And we've just started it up here. We know it's going to work well for us, just like it did last year. And I'm looking forward to this season. So we're going to leave this first video like this. I'm not even going to do any riding. I just want to make sure it gets warmed up and it works properly. And it all seems just great right now. Just great. So we'll leave it at that today. And guys, you know, we're going to see you down the road all kinds of times this year. I hope you're driving safely. Make sure you do a full safety inspection on your bike before you take it out. You need oil, you need air in your tires. Good idea to change the oil if you haven't done that in a while. Make sure your helmets and the straps and everything are in good order. Make sure you have proper riding gloves and pants. One thing I was tempted to do today after taking this out is give a ride around the driveway, and I thought, you know, I put my helmet on for that. I put my helmet on for everything, and I almost wheeled down here without that, but you know, I'm planning on driving back, so you do that with a helmet, and that's the way you stay alive if you have a mishap. So until next time, guys, I'm hoping you guys get ready for your riding season. Most of you, probably almost everybody in the US has already started this year, except for me, because I live way too far north for a long riding season, and that's just too bad. But as you look out of here, you can see, don't feel too bad for me. I'm doing all right, guys. So we'll see you down the road, and until next time, we'll just make sure, oh, we have to make sure the blinkers still work, and the horn. Oh, that's not a horn. That's the horn. I try to do the brights. So pay no attention to that, and I'll turn off this. I'll try to. Oh, you have to push it in. I kind of forgot how to do that. We'll refamiliarize ourselves with all the controls. And a great riding year awaits. A great riding year, as always, with the Hawk. It's all about the Hawk. And in 2018, it's still all about the Hawk. See you down the road, guys.